Mhm. All right, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you're joining us from. Today's live session with us at EasyFX Academy. Officially, I want to say welcome for today's session. Right, so as usual, we have these sessions every Thursday, 2 p.m. West African time to just have a sort of rundown of what exactly we expect to still see in the markets before the week runs out. So today's Thursday, the 28th of November, and we expect that very soon, we'll be entering the last month in the year 2024, right? So I'm quite excited. I don't think there's any trader that would really love, and that would really hate the end of the year. Unless you're maybe saddened because you might not necessarily see all those amazing moves that you are planning to catch. But this is the end of the year, right? Relax, go and enjoy yourself. Take out some time, recuperate, try your best to balance yourself, right? Because next year you want to do, I'm very sure you have many, wonderful goals you have set up, right? So just relax. But before then, right, we just have some trade ideas that we are seeing and they look very profitable. And so we want to share them with you, right? Because we believe that you should be able to, make good use of these trade ideas rather. All right, just make some very solid profit before the week runs out. Right. So let me just quickly make sure that the link has been shared once more to our community on Telegram. All right, and then I will just kick off this stream. All right, so if you're here with us again, welcome um, to today's stream. Just give me a minute, please. Let me just make sure we are currently running. Yes, so we are. All right, so if you're currently watching this stream today, please do well to like this video. Your likes are very important to us. All right, and I would appreciate if you can just drop a like on this video. It will help us to get to a lot more of the people that we know or we need to get to. Right. So let's just go into what exactly I have for us today. All right, so usually I would have done, a sort of analysis or some sort of analysis previously before this session. I'll have come up with one or two things that we can work with. But today, all right, you're going to be with me as I do my analysis basically from beginning to end. And I'm just going to be looking majorly at, gold. I'll look at gold, GU. Let me see, gold, GU. I'll look at Euro USD also, gold, GU, Euro USD. And then I'll take any other commodities that anybody wants me to check out. So if you're on this call right now and you have any commodities you want me to check out, or you might even have some questions that you might be pondering upon, right? Maybe something that you noticed during the course of the week that didn't sit right well with you, right? You don't understand why exactly the market has played out like that. Whatever it is, just drop them in the chat section and we'll look at them together. All right. So whilst that being said, let's just quickly go into what I have for us today. Let's start from XAUUSD gold. So this basically is a setup I've been watching out for quite some time right now. Is a swing swing trade setup right now that I'm watching out for on the 4-hour time frame. And I think it's still valuable right now. It's still very much valid. But definitely I am not sure we're going to see this play out this week. But we should still see it. We should still see it play out this week. Currently, from the sell that we're seeing, from the current sell that I'm currently seeing on this guy right now. Let me see. Do we have any interesting pivot regions on the 15th? Yes. So this is an interesting region for you to watch out for buys from, or that you might want to watch out for buys from on gold. Yes. So let me just mark out the full range so that we won't miss out on this trade. So I think this is a very plausible trade you might want to look at on gold. Right now, definitely I'm still watching out for price to push towards the upside, but this is just something I think we might be able to capitalize on. All right, this is a bit risky, but all the same, I think you might still be able to capitalize on this trade. Yeah, this will be my entry around here. Stop loss will be maybe just towards this end here, and I will just be working based off of this previous high here to give me a 1:3.76 or so risk to reward ratio. All right, so my entry will be around 2639.50, stop loss 2634.53, take profit 2658.19. Again, entry 2639.50, stop loss 2634.53, take profit 2658.19. 9, right? So very, very short, very, very straightforward. That basically is what I'm currently watching out for on gold. All right, but I think we can still watch out very much for the drop towards the downside before that happens. So I hope that is clear for gold. Like I said, I'm going to be doing gold, I'm going to be doing GBP USD, and then I'm going to be doing Euro USD. Then we'll look at whatever commodities that you might have for us to look at. So if you have any commodities currently that you might be thinking about, that maybe you just want to know what exactly is happening here, you just want us to look at it together. If you have any questions basically that I want to ask, feel free by all means to ask away. I am here to answer to the best of the abilities that I have. Right. So this is GBP USD on the 2-hour time frame. And if you remember our market review session during the course of last doing market review session rather on Sunday, right? We're expecting that this guy was going to be bullish during the course of this week, and I think we've gotten to see that happen or play out quite well. I was able to still get a very solid re-entry on this on, I think that was the lower time frame, maybe 15 minutes or so. Right, so let's just go based off of that. Now from the 4-hour time frame, I'm still watching out for this guy to be slightly bullish, right? Very much slightly bullish, all right, for just a little bit longer. All right, but definitely I'm going to see, or I'm watching out again. Like I said, I'm just watching out for that bullishness to last a bit longer. Because from what I can see, it's very likely that this guy is going to want to turn. Oh, sorry, wrong tool. It's very likely that this guy is going to want to turn bearish very soon. Give me a minute. But going to want to continue bearish rather not turn very soon. So I think this is a very, very good range we can work with if we're looking out for the bearish move to move or to play out rather. Let me just draw this down a little bit. I am coming, please just give me a minute. Yeah, and then this can easily be where we are waiting for. This can just easily be where we're waiting for price to just come into and sweep sweep liquidity from there, enter our zone, and then we get to see sell. All right, but all this same, like I said, I still want to just watch out for that little bit of a push towards the upside before that gets to happen. And to that end, let's see, can we get a very, very short buy that we might be able to use? Currently, I am not so sure, because currently it seems that we are currently we're having a bit of some rejections from here. Oh, very good. I think we can work with this. I think we can work with this. So I don't know if for those of us who were on the stream on on the stream last week, was it last week? On the in the market review session rather that we had on Sunday, right? I've been talking about this quite a lot. When you usually get to see consolidations, especially towards the end of the week, by all means work out your trade positions using that. You can work out your trade positions using consolidation. Now let me just quickly explain what I mean by that. Right, so if you can easily spot out a proper consolidation, give me a minute. Yeah, so if you can easily spot out a proper consolidation at any single point in time, all right, you can easily work out a breakout trade. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, if for those of you who are familiar with the concept of liquidity, right, you can have liquidity being equal highs. You can have price come to sweep equal high liquidity. You can also have price come to sweep equal low liquidity, which are basically just forms of horizontal liquidity from highs and lows, right? So usually when you get to see a range, it is very likely and it's very possible that price would eventually choose one side to break out from, right? And when you usually see this, if we get to a proper breakout, now this is one thing I'm very, very cautious about, because I know a lot of people are breakout traders, and due to that fact, they want to just wait out for maybe a candle to close above this here, and then they'll just quickly enter for the buy. That is fine. If you are very, very confident with your skills on that, that's very, very fine. However, for someone like me who is a more conservative trader, what I tend to do is to work on a break and retest. So until that price breaks out, comes to maybe, for example, in this case, retest towards the upper boundary of this range, and then we get to see the buy from there. All right, the reverse is the case where I have a bearish move. So if I get to see that this is happening right now, right, and I get to see price do something like this, then maybe like this, something like this. So this is the current range that I'm currently seeing right now, right? If I get to see something like this playing out, what then I'll be watching out for will be simple, right? To be for price. Sorry, just give me a minute. Um, All right, guys. I'm very, very sorry. Apologies for that. I had to quickly check up on something. All right, but let's go on what I was saying earlier, right? Give me a minute, give me a minute. So let's go on what I was saying earlier. So while some people might just watch out for the candle to break out of that range and then they want to work with that, what I would usually prefer to do as a conservative trader then is to wait for a retest of, for example, in this case, the lower boundary, and then I get to enter for the sales. All right, so this is something I usually get to see happen a lot in the market, and if you're quite observant, if you were quite, what's the word? English will not fail me. All right, if you paid close attention to the charts, sorry, I did the course of this week. For those of you laughing from wherever you are right now, I'm seeing you. I mean, if you're very if you pay close attention rather to your charts, you'll be able to notice that we had something similar to that happening on EU, which I'll be showing us in quite a little bit. Basically, you had, for example, even on GU now, you're currently seeing that you had a range, right? Price broke out of that range, and you can see that this current breakout was not even from a candle. We just saw a massive gap happening by the time markets resumed on Monday. But see that price eventually had to come towards the upper range, all right, of that range, towards the upper boundary of the range, or came back into the range as it was in this case, and then we saw a buy. All right, so this is something that you can easily work with a lot of times. The break and retest it will most likely not fail you, or at least it won't fail you. Let me just put it like that. Let me not say it's most likely not fail you. It won't fail you at all. If you watch out for a break and retest properly, it won't fail you at all. So that being said, I'm just seeing something similar right now on the lower time frame. So let me go back to the 15, right, on this GBP USD right now. So this exactly is looking similar to that. All right, so basically what I want to watch out for is a break out of here, possibly then a retest. All right, so I might not necessarily be able to give us a good enough point, a good enough entry for this, but I think overall we might just watch for a bearish reaction from where we are right now. We might watch out for some sells from where we are right now. Maybe not too long, but all the same, what you can easily just watch out for should be a break and retest either towards this end, right, or a break and retest towards this end. So I'm just currently giving you what I'm currently seeing from what I'm seeing on the charts, right? This is what I'm seeing on the chart. So you can easily work with this. Watch out for a break and retest on GBP USD from either of these ends. Wait out for watch out for the break, rather wait for the retest, and then take your trades from there. So if you're asking me what your stop losses will be on this, it's very, very simple. If you're watching for a break and retest, make sure you're using the previous high or the previous low as your stop loss. Is quite that will be quite all right. And then you can easily just walk up in 1:3, maybe a 1:5 trade if possible off of this. But all that is clear. Right, so unfortunately on this, I won't be able to give us the exact regions, but I'm just telling you what to watch out for. So either a break towards the downside or the break towards the upside. However, you're able to see it work magnificently for you. All right, so let's quickly go to Euro USD quickly. Again, if you have any commodities you want us to look at together, just drop them in the chat box and we'll look at them promptly. All right, so for Euro USD, like I was saying during the market review session on Sunday, right, I told us to watch out for a break and retest also. Very, very simple, right? We got to see that play out quite well. This was our, let me delete this now. This was the range that we got to see before the week ended on Friday, right? And we got to see that price still broke out. We saw the gap, right? Price came back into that gap towards the upper boundary of that gap, right? And then we've seen this massive buy, all right, from there, which has actually held up at least up to today, right? So what then can we be watching out for? Let's see. I'm seeing a very interesting region here that makes me believe that price might not necessarily be able to push towards the downside. That makes me believe we might actually still see price holding its own, towards the upside. But let's go down to the 30 minutes to confirm. I want to go down. Yeah, so I'm seeing that quite clearly now, even on the 30 minutes time frame. So we have this massive region here where we get to see that price currently is having some level of struggles with. All right, so what do I then want to watch out for? Very, very simple. Let me come to the 15 minutes to give us a valid entry. Let's see. All right, I think we might see something like this. Now I'm just basically working with correlation also on this from what I just saw, what I'm expecting on GBP USD. Right, so I'm working with correlations right now. And currently, this is a very, very interesting pivot region for us. We've got to see a reaction in a touch into that region, right? And the price got rejected towards the upside. So what then I'm watching out for right now might just be a sort of sell move. Let me just see that on the 1 hour time frame to confirm. Do we have that possibility? Yeah. I'm very, very, very cautious, or rather, I'm very skeptical about this. Give me a minute. Because this is current com rate has given us that bullish reaction, or that gave us that bullish reaction rather. Right, and yeah, so let's just watch out for something towards this end. I think this is something that we should then work out for instead. A little bit of a drop more, or a little bit of a drop towards the downside rather, and then we should get to see price push below. Right, so this might be what I'll be watching out for currently on EU. Let's see, this is on the 5-minute time frame already, so I think I can bring this guy a bit lower here. Right, so something like this is what I'm watching out for currently on Euro USD. A little bit of a drop, all right, still. All right, maybe into this range. This between 1.05353 and 1.05294. All right, so let's see. The buys will be getting in on the buys. So maybe we'll just work with 1:3, or in this case 1:2.5. Let's work with 1:3 on this. Yeah, so we can work with this. Your entry would be, let me just get that fine-tuned a little bit. Entry will be around 1.05, 1.05354, stop loss 1.05283, take profit 1.05570. Again, entry 1.05354, stop loss 1.05283, take profit 1.05570. Right, so I hope that is clear for Euro USD. Like I said, I was going to treat those two, or those three rather, gold, GBP USD, and Euro USD. All right, and let me check. Do we have any commodities? I've not seen anybody send anyone, or any questions. Nobody has sent anyone. All right, so let me just do one more. All right, then I would call it a day, or we can call it a session. So that one more I'll be doing. Let's see what commodity looks to be calling to me. What commodity looks to be calling to me? Let's just pick one at random. So let me just go with AD card. Let me see if we have anything interesting on AD card. All right, so I think this is the AD card we were watching out for on Sunday. We saw that sell. Okay, so quite all right, quite all right. Eat you. All right, so let's see. Higher time frame. Let me see on the 4-hour time frame. All right, so it looks like we should still be going towards the downside. So we're still quite bearish. All right, from what I can see. So let's see if we can join in for the overall, right? This currently is where we're having the majority of reactions. Let's see. 15. Interesting. This for me would have been a better place to sell off from. This for me would have been a very much better place to sell off from on this guy. So let's work with this. Yeah, I think we can work with this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so entry here, SL a little bit above, maybe here is okay. Do we have a 1:3 on this? Very good. So you can see I'm just working basically 1:3 on this, right? So entry around 0.91082. Is that it? Sorry, entry around 0.91092. 91092. Entry 0.91092. Stop loss 0.91167. 0.91167. Take profit 0.90854. 0.90854. Again, entry 0.91092. Stop loss 0.91167, and take profit 0.90854. All right, so with these few words of mine, I hope you have been able to gain some level of value from this. I've given us four trade ideas that we can work with for today and tomorrow, right? Gold, GU, EU, and AUD card, right? And I think these are things that we should be able to see, before the end of the week. So thank you for joining us for today's session. Please do well to like this video and share this video to your friends. All right, this will help us to get this for free, at least to as many people as we can. All right, so thank you very much. Again, we are going to have our market review session on the Telegram community group by 9 p.m. on Sunday. So please do well to join us. Do not miss it for anything. Trust me, most of these trades are basically continuations of what we were expecting from Sunday, right? And those sessions are very, very much important for you to be able to have an idea of what exactly we are watching out for towards the end of the week, or towards the week, as the week starts rather. Right. So thank you for joining us for today. Have a very, very profitable rest of the week, and God bless. Bye, guys.